So we just found another off-market deal for one of our real estate investor clients using Facebook ads. And what I'm about to share with you in this video is how we are able to target inherited property owners on Facebook ads. And this is actually pretty crazy because this is something that I've wanted to share with you guys, but I wanted to prove it not in theory, but actually in the real world with real clients. So if you're a real estate investor and you want to find off-market deals with people that have inherited properties, are tired landlords, going through a divorce, any sort of financial hardship, or even fire damage or anything like that, you can actually target these types of people on Facebook. And I'm going to show you 5 keys to basically doing that with Facebook ads in this video. So in this video, I'm going to show you how we adjusted our strategy to target inherited property owners with Facebook ads. And this is a testimonial from today from my actual client because I was looking through their account and I noticed that number one, the lead was sending photos in our Go High Level chat. And I saw all the photos of the property and I noticed that the pipeline stage had been adjusted to under contract by my client. And so I basically just messaged him. This was about, an hour ago. He said, yes, got it for 160K. And I wanted to verify that this lead actually did in fact come from our new campaign. And I'm going to tell you about our new campaign and what we did and share with you, how we basically, were able to start targeting these people with more serious problems and more motivation. But basically, yeah, we launched a new type of campaign with some of these keys here that I'm going to be sharing with you for our Facebook ad campaign. Kept the same general structure, but there were some slight adjustments that I made to the ad copy, the ad creative, the conversion API and our conversion API qualifier, and just some communication I have with him. And I'll break this down. But basically, we've been able to target a more serious lead using these keys here. And this is real, actual proof. And, we literally launched the campaign on the 21st. It got approved on the 23rd. And, he came in from the new ad on the 27th. You guys can see this right here. And he selected his reason for selling as inherited, which was like the exact thing we did. So this is crazy from a few levels. One, if you're an investor and you're looking for off-market deals and you want done-for-you services, we help with that. You can go to newbreedinvestor.com and we can help you with done-for-you services, or you can check the links below if you want to do it yourself or use our software to do it. And if you're an agency owner watching this is crazy because when I first launched, Facebook ads, I really just thought that, you just kind of run some ads and get leads. But after 6 years of doing this, I've learned that there are actual technical things that if you master can make a difference in your campaign. So I'm going to show you these 5 keys and basically break them down and show you inside a high level, show you inside of Facebook kind of what I mean. So basically there are 5 keys to higher quality motivated seller leads using Facebook ads. Okay. So number one, when you're running a paid ad, right, you have what's called your ad copy and your ad creative. Now, this is where I think most people, including myself, used to not really understand how important this stuff was. But your ad copy, very simply, is the words that you use on the ad, right? And the ad creative is basically the creative like video or image that you use for the actual ad itself. And so I'm going to open up my Facebook Ads Manager and I'll just show you what exactly I mean. Okay, so here I am in one of my demo ad accounts and I've just put one of my YouTube thumbnails here as a placeholder. So we have our ad copy that goes here. And this is basically what the user sees when they see the actual ad, right? So the ad copy goes here, and then we have the ad headline that goes here. So this is basically the framework of the ad, right? So there's 2 things that I've noticed, okay? Number one is this copy, right? Not only does it speak to the actual user, right? Because the words they read affect potentially the situation they're in and if it actually is in resonance with what they're going through, but it also translates into the text that Facebook will analyze to show ads to certain people. So when you change the copy and you actually speak to the specific problems you're looking for people to have, this actually changes the targeting and it changes what people read, which in a way changes the targeting as well. I don't have specific data on the exact data points that it changes, but in my experience, actually using specific ad copy does generate a more specific type of lead, which is crazy to think about that, we're running these ads across the entire nation for multiple investors and that just from a computer and words, it can change like who you talk to, which can be the difference between making 20 grand a month with ads and 40 or 50. So it is very important. So that's the first thing, right? So you want to actually speak to the specific problem that you are solving, okay? And if you can incorporate these different types of problems into the copy, it will change how the ad gets shown and who it gets targeted to. The second thing is this also applies to ad creative. So if you add an actual video here in your ad, if your video is captioned, that will also serve as a form of ad copy because number one, Facebook can automatically transcribe your video, which is audio. So it can transcribe the audio from the video and it reads those words. So what you say in those videos also matter, and they're also a part of the targeting formula. So yes, you can target here, like in the back end with, the actual interest-based targeting that Facebook allows you to target with. But what I've seen better results with is focusing more on the ad copy, the ad headline, and the content within the actual ad in terms of the video and the words spoken in the actual, Facebook ad. Now, those kind of are the first two keys. Now, the third one and fourth, which are more technical, is the conversion API. So when you run a campaign on Facebook, you have different options to select from. So you can choose from like basically leads. You can choose from like engagement. There's all kinds of different campaign objectives you can choose from on Facebook. They've simplified it down to 6. I only do leads. Now, within the leads campaign objective, there are all of these options here, which is how you actually, like where the conversion is actually located. So we always do website-based conversion, events. The reason being is we can control fully the experience that the lead goes through, and, some other things here I'm going to talk about in step 4. But basically, when you actually, generate this lead here, right, from your website or your long form survey, inside of Go High Level. So if we go into Go High Level and we click on automation, this is our investing snapshot that I offer and have for our clients. So inside here we have these Facebook conversion API automations, okay? And so what these do is these send back data to Facebook when an event inside of Go High Level happens. So when somebody actually submits a survey using our Facebook ad system, then this conversion API sends back to Facebook and triggers a lead event. And so we run ads based on that event. And so Facebook starts to optimize the campaign based on when this actually happens. Now this leads us into number 4. So if you make an adjustment to the copy, you make an adjustment to the ad creative, and you're now getting way more specific with who you're targeting, and you're sending the most accurate data back to Facebook, and you add step 4 here, you can use Go High Level's workflow builder to only send conversion events based on the unique identifiers within your survey, which is another reason I like running website-based conversion ads versus Facebook instant forms. So what do I mean exactly? Well, let's say in this case, right, we are optimizing for inherited properties, right? People that have inherited properties and list their property, as like their problem for solving in the survey is listed as inherited. So what we can do, right, is we can have this survey submitted here, right? So when a survey is submitted, we send a lead event, right? That's just not qualifying anyone, and Facebook's getting the data from every survey submission. Well, what if we add a condition here, which is based on the actual answers that are submitted in the survey? And what if we did reason for selling is inherited by going into the contact details, and we can type reason for wanting to sell, and then we can say is inherited, or any one of these drop downs that we've added into our survey. We could change these, we could add more, but for the sake of this example, let's just say that now we add this condition in. Well, let's say a survey gets submitted and this condition runs and somebody's reason for selling is not inherited. They technically don't meet this condition over here, and that data doesn't actually go back to Facebook. So you would still collect the lead in your CRM, right? You would get their name, email, phone, address, all the things you collect on the lead form. But guess what? It doesn't actually trigger an event inside of Facebook. And what Facebook is running the campaign, right, to optimize for is based on the specific event that you select. So let me show you. Okay, so I've selected this demo pixel here, and when we choose this conversion event, right, we can choose from any of the active or inactive events. These are like, this is its own process to set this up, but let's just say, for example, when somebody, fills out the survey and, they have put their reason for wanting to sell as inherited, we would then trigger this lead event. And like I said, what is the campaign, the Facebook ad campaign optimizing for? Well, it's optimizing for the event that you set here. So if everyone is submitting surveys and their reason for selling is not inherited, that data, right, doesn't get passed back to Facebook. And so it basically just thinks it's not doing its job. It's not accomplishing its objective. And then it starts looking for more people that it starts to get data from. So once it starts finding people that are saying their property is listed as inherited, right, their reason for selling is inherited, then it starts getting data back. And then, the campaign kind of feeds back on itself like, hey, this is the data that we're supposed to be getting. This is the event we're optimizing for. And now it starts looking at the data sets of all of the people that are marking, right, that reason for wanting to sell as inherited. And that's where the power of the algorithm comes into play, because it's analyzing what they're saying on Facebook Messenger. It's analyzing the ads they're clicking on. It's analyzing posts that they're liking, if they're reading any sort of articles on Facebook. It's analyzing that. It's analyzing what videos they're stopping and scrolling on. I mean, I don't know to what extent you know how much data these platforms have, but they have a lot. So just consider anything that is connected to Facebook, right? It has that data. And if you've ever used, like, for example, a platform or a software where it says log in with Facebook, you're agreeing to share all of your data there. So not only is it measuring, right, like what people are doing within the platform, but it's using all of the data that they have about this group of people that are triggering this event. And that is what's actually feeding back into the campaign to create more of these types of people. And this is when things actually get good. And this is why my clients are succeeding and consistently locking deals, because we have clean data. So I'm going to skip over number 5 real quick, and I'm going to show you kind of visually how this works. So this is what most people do when they run ads, not to mention not clear copy, not clear on the problem they're solving, not clear on quite a bit of things from what I've seen. They're running an ad to a survey, and basically, to keep it very simple, let's just say on filling based on the survey submission, the lead is quote unquote good, right? Like in this example, they select the reason for wanting to sell as inherited. Well, they're sending that, this agency or whoever's running these ads, they're getting that good lead. They're sending them to a thank you page. They're triggering the data that goes to Facebook, and then Facebook like feeds back that information into the ad and keeps looking for more of those people. Now, this in isolation is great, but what really tends to happen is the majority are just junk. And so what do people do? Well, they still give that data back to Facebook. And so Facebook has like a blend, right? A mixed feedback loop of positive and negative leads at scale, right? And so what I'm basically suggesting is when you run your ad and you have a long form survey, if leads are a thumbs up, right? Like the type of problems that you're optimizing for, right? You're sending them to a thank you page where the pixel actually does in fact fire. And then you're only feeding that data back to the Facebook ad. And then it just keeps finding more and more of those people. And it's analyzing all of the data, like I said, from this group and segment of people that are, that it's getting data from. It doesn't know why it's getting data. It just knows that it's getting data and it's optimized for an objective. And so it believes it's accomplishing the objective, right? Now, when there's a lead that on paper is not really the type of lead that you want, then what we recommend doing is basically, still send them to a thank you page, but don't send that data back to Facebook, right? Like a simple example of this would be, let's just say, for example, you're optimizing for off-market properties, which is what we do. So that's only for, that's only for properties, right? People that own property. Now, let's just say, for example, we got a buyer lead, like somebody who's looking for a place to rent. That's a bad lead for what we're trying to do. We don't want to tell Facebook and reward Facebook, hey, keep finding more of these people and send that back to the campaign like over here. So that would be a thumbs down, and we wouldn't want to tell Facebook anything. We would just be like, nothing happened, right? We just want to tell it, hey, when something great happens, right, which is an inherited lead, you're just going to increase the quality of leads that you're generating here. So this is what we're doing, and this is how, this is literally from today. And we launched this campaign September 21st. It went live probably the 22nd or 23rd. He came in within 4 days of the new ad, and I think they locked him up. I don't know the exact date. Let me check. Yeah, so I just checked, and basically it was moved into the under contract stage this morning, so October 3rd. And so that's basically from the time the campaign went live, 9 days, right? 10 days, whatever it is. And it's funny, when I was looking right now at the contact, I just saw this response because we have a bot that reaches out to the leads and basically tries to qualify them and get them on an appointment. And this is exactly what this guy said. And even looking through the notes, it was like textbook, exactly who we're looking for. So I wanted to share this because this is, super, super valuable to our clients, and just all the things that we're doing. And I wanted to share this if you guys are, trying to get results for your agency clients, or you're looking to run ads for your own business, whatever it is. These 5 things will translate and hopefully help you get higher quality leads. If you are an investor and you're looking for done for you services where we do this for you, hold on, let me pull up this. Yeah, so you can go to newbreedinvestor.com and basically book in a call with me. It's a 30-minute consultation. It's a paid consultation, and basically I'll run you through how our system works, see if you're a good fit, tell you what you need to spend to get, results for your market. I have another video, it's probably 2 or 3 videos back, where I pull up a calculator and show you all the math behind it. So you may want to check that as well before you book. But I wanted to share this with you guys because this is awesome. And like I said, if you're looking for done for you off-market deals, book a call with me. Happy to connect with you. And I just wanted to share this. I will see you in the next video and talk to you then. All right, bye-bye.